Hey again, insight number 3. So we're in section 61, and we're going to look at verse 6, but this is where, if you heard me talking the first one, this is where the canoe that they got didn't go so well. They were having arguments, and I think a couple of them fell into the water, and they pulled over and said, this is just not working. Now, I don't know what the argument was about, but it says in Saints that they argued, and they pulled over on a place called McElwain's Bend. And camp there, just stop there, just like, this is not working, we need to readjust this. So this is part of, they made a decision to travel by canoe, and the decision, although guided by the Lord, failed and went wrong. And they realized that, pulled over, and they then, from there, they have some experiences, which we'll talk about, and then they decided, actually, I think it's better if we walk. So this is part of the whole, if it fails, even though inspired by the Lord, it's okay, because the Lord will help you, and the Lord has got your back, and that's what we're going to talk about. But even if it fails, doesn't go right, for whatever reason, because we all have our agency, and it's probably something completely out of our control, sometimes not, sometimes it's our muck up, but own it, and go like, yeah, that was me, I mucked up, sorry, I'm really going to work on it, and, please help me, help me to work on it. So anyway, also, Elder William W. Phelps had this vision, and it says the destroyer, and a lot of people think that's Satan. It doesn't say Satan, it just says the destroyer. So it may be, and it may be just a destroying angel, which is often also associated with Satan, but it's ambiguous. So anyway, really bad looking angel person, like destroyer. He said destroyer, riding on the waters. Now, he saw that. Some of his traveling companions heard it, so it wasn't just a one-off thing. He saw it and heard it. Some of the others heard it, and figured and got told. The Lord tells them that the water is dangerous, and it's the Mississippi River. So yes, it is very dangerous, and I think that's why they decided to carry on foot. Was that this probably wasn't, and maybe that was a warning to them. I don't know. But he also does say later on in that chapter that. Or the following chapter, I don't know, can't remember now, but that if you feel good enough and you know that I've got your back and you have enough faith in it, then go back on the river. It's okay, because I've got your back and it will be fine. If you're feeling shaky and not good about it, then walk. It's all good. So like he even says, whether it's by boat, by carriage, by mule, by donkey, whatever, just get home. It's fine. So part of what we talked about, insight number 1, is that sometimes the Lord will tell you exactly what your decision should be, and other times he's like, this is the thing I need doing, you figure out how, and it's okay. So anyway, we're looking at verse 6, and verse 6 says, nevertheless, all flesh is in mine hand, and he that is faithful among you shall not perish by the waters. So that's what I'm saying there, that if you're faithful and you know the Lord's got your back, you're not going to perish by the waters. It might be scary, but you'll be okay. But sometimes, even though we know this, even though we know that we're safe, when like Peter walked on water out to the Lord and then got scared and sunk, because we might have the faith, but then we waver. And like we kind of have it, but we're just like, it's struggling a little bit. And we've all experienced that. So some of us more than others, and some of us more often, some of us less often, but we've all experienced it. So don't be hard on yourself about that. If you're not feeling the confidence that you would like to have at this time, then don't get back in the boat and don't go back on the water. Walk instead, because it's probably going to be a bit safer for you right now. So whatever that means for you, whatever that looks like for you. At this point in time today, I'm thinking, today I'm feeling pretty good. I could probably get in the boat, but depending on what the water looked like, I might walk too, Sometimes the slower, more steady path is just fine. Sometimes the quick path's fine too. So, this is the decision that all of us need to make individually. But how does it make you feel knowing that the Lord has got your back? I also look at Psalm 61 too, and I'll link that in the information when I post this. But no matter your decisions and resulting consequences, the Lord has got your back. That's what he's saying here. I've got you. It's okay. It works better if we humbly seek forgiveness for our errors, and if we live faithful. We are worthy of that protection, but within the scope of the plan of salvation, which covers this mortal realm and more, the Lord has our back. So, we can make mistakes and errors if we humbly seek forgiveness and we're faithful and we're worthy of that protection. And I know I felt it when I haven't been worthy of that protection, and I felt the Holy Ghost leave where I've been because I've been in not a good place. And it's like, well, that is not a nice feeling. That is a very cold, unwanted feeling. So let's change that, So I felt that. I haven't felt it for a very long time, thank goodness. Maybe you're feeling that right now. So what do you need to do to get the Holy Ghost back? What do you need to do to have that protection back with you? Because it's a wonderful feeling to have in a scary, scary world, is to have the feeling that the Lord's got your back and that the Holy Ghost is with you. That helps so much. So try for that if that's where you are. President Eyring in his talk Mountains to Climb in April 2012, and I've put that reference there because it's an excellent talk to go and read about overcoming just stuff, right? And it's nearly 10 years old. It's like 11 years old. And yet the stuff that's in there is just profound around just overcoming. And it's one of those talks that just resonates with you and stays with you. So go have a look at that too. But he said, believe that there is a balm of Gilead and that the Lord has promised, I will not forsake thee. So believe that. Balm of Gilead, for those who don't know, is just like a really healing balm. So it's like a, aloe vera on steroids. It's good stuff. And they talk about it more about, yes, it does soothe your skin, and it's from Jesus' time about soothing skin and skin issues. It's also hard to get because of the ingredients that were in it. It was very valued. But you think of it as putting that on your soul. I often think of, when you're burning, and just like, I call it aloe vera for the brain. Because just like, oh, nice. Like when you got sunburn and you put that like anti-burn stuff on, and all just the pain just like disappears, and you're like, oh yeah. So that's what I think of when I think of that. That's my analogy. But yeah, how do you feel knowing that the Lord's got your back? I love it. I think it's great. It gives me a lot more confidence, especially in the decisions that I make. Knowing that if they do go just terribly wrong, then it's okay, and he'll fix it, and I can fix it, and it'll be all right. And I've had some disastrous things, so, it's all good. He's got my back, and I'm glad he has, so think on that. I'd love to hear what you thought about that too, if you've got any thoughts around the Lord having your back, how that feels to you. We're going to look at insight number 4, which I believe is in section 62, maybe? Let's turn the page and see. Yep, so 61. I'm going to go to 61. This is about using good judgment, so I'll see you there.